My name is Mahogany Williams. I am 90 years old now. I'm from the South, born in Mississippi, raised between the red clay and the strong women who taught me everything I thought I knew. Here's what I wish I could tell my 30-year-old self. Stop pretending, stop nodding, stop being small. I would not smile at her. I would not tell her that somehow everything works out. I would look her dead in the eyes and say this clearly. The power you have right now, the strength in your body, the fire in your mind, the choice is still in your hands. You are letting it slip away while you're too busy keeping peace that doesn't belong to you. At 30, I thought I was supposed to be quiet. I thought obedience was love. I thought sacrifice proved my worth. I was wrong about nearly all of it. I'm walking slower now, thinking clearer, and regret moves like lightning across my whole body. What I'm about to share was not learned from books. It was purchased with decades I cannot buy back. If you're 30 or anywhere near it, listen closely. Don't follow my footsteps. Walk a different path. At 30, I believed love should be easy. I thought if two people loved each other, the rest would just fall into place. Love would be the answer to every question. It wasn't. I stayed silent to keep the peace. I swallowed my words like medicine and told myself this was marriage, compromise, adjustment, patience. But silence doesn't protect anything. Silence kills slowly, quietly, while you're still trying to smile. I let small disrespect pass because it wasn't the worst. I ignored hurtful words and made excuses. I waited for him to change without ever actually telling him what I needed. Years disappeared like that. Years where I forgot what my own voice sounded like. By the time I spoke the truth, the distance was already too deep to cross. If I could talk to my 30-year-old self, I would say this without hesitation. Speak first. Speak when it feels uncomfortable. Speak before love becomes just a habit you're too tired to break. A real marriage isn't built on silence. It's built on someone actually seeing you, hearing you, and choosing you anyway. And here's something else they don't tell you. Don't marry potential. Don't marry a man's promise. People show you exactly who they are in the beginning. Believe them the first time. Don't spend your best years trying to reshape someone who doesn't want to change. Love without respect. It will drain you empty. Love without real conversation. It will confuse you until you don't know yourself anymore. Love without effort will fade quietly into something you don't even recognize. Don't stay because you're afraid of starting over. Fear is not a good reason to waste your life. Time won't reward you for waiting. It will only make leaving harder. At 30, I thought my body would forgive everything. I felt strong, unbreakable. I could run on 4 hours of sleep and live on coffee and spite. I could ignore the small aches and pains, the tiredness that never fully left, the tightness in my shoulders from carrying what wasn't mine to carry. I told myself I'd take care of my health later. Later never comes the way you imagine. A stiff back that I laughed off. Headaches I pushed through. Exhaustion I wore like a badge of honor. I thought resting was for weak people. I thought my body owed me unlimited use. Then one day, a doctor said words that changed everything. Chronic, permanent, manage, not cure. That's when I learned the hardest lesson about time. Your body forgives you when you're young, but it remembers everything when you're old. I didn't move enough. I sat hunched over desks and responsibilities. I carried stress like it was a natural part of my bones. I thought strength meant never stopping, never asking for rest. I was wrong. If I could tell my 30-year-old self anything, I would tell her this slowly. Walk. every single day. Walk. Your body is not a machine to be used up and discarded. Sleep is not laziness. It's how you're repaired. Stop poisoning yourself with coffee and convenience. Stop ignoring pain because everyone around you says it's nothing. Pain is never nothing. Listen to it. Health is not something you fix later. It's something you protect every day, the way you'd protect something sacred. When your health goes, your freedom goes with it. And freedom, real freedom, is what makes life worth living. Don't wait for your body to force you to listen. Please, it will cost you. At 30, my ego cost me more than I knew. I wanted people to see me as someone who had it all figured out. I wanted to look capable, strong, like I never doubted myself. So I hid my uncertainties. I wore confidence like armor. My pride spoke louder than my heart. I argued even when I knew I was wrong because admitting it felt like losing. I stayed quiet when an apology would have healed everything. I thought saying sorry made me smaller. It didn't. Refusing to say it did. Small misunderstandings grew into distance. People didn't leave my life in anger. They drifted away slowly, quietly, while I was too proud to say, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I miss you. And by the time I noticed, it was too late. Ego doesn't protect you. It isolates you. It keeps you alone in a room full of people. If I could speak to my younger self, I would tell her, listen more than you talk. Let go of the need to win every conversation. Choose peace over pride, even when it feels like defeat, because pride never feels good in the end. It just feels lonely. At 30, I thought money didn't matter yet. I spent to impress. I bought things to feel important and legitimate. I watched what others had and tried to keep up, even when I couldn't afford it. Saving felt boring. Planning felt unnecessary. Why worry when life felt good? I'd handle money problems when they came. Then life tested me. A sudden illness, an unexpected expense, a period when work dried up and paychecks stopped coming as expected. Fear moved into my house like an unwanted guest and wouldn't leave. Money problems don't announce themselves. They arrive at 3 a.m., when you can't sleep. They sit in your stomach while you pretend everything is fine. I would tell my 30-year-old self, save before you feel rich. Plan while life still feels easy. Understand that security is worth more than any appearance. Pride will tell you everything is fine. Wisdom will tell you to prepare for what you can't yet see. At 30, I treated time like I had infinite amounts. I lived like I was in control of time, like there would always be a tomorrow, another chance, a later that would actually come. I rushed out of my house every morning. I rushed through conversations with people who loved me. I was always busy, always moving, but I was rarely actually living. I told my parents, I'll call you later. Later became tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Then one day, later disappeared forever. I can still hear my mother's voice getting thinner on the phone. I noticed it, but I didn't do anything different. I thought I had time. That was the biggest mistake. I watched my children grow while thinking about the next thing, the next problem, the next responsibility. I missed the moments, the questions they asked, the times they just needed me to sit down and look at them. Children don't wait. They grow whether you're watching or not. I thought I would slow down when life became easier. But life doesn't become easier. You just become more tired. Years pass faster than you can imagine, faster than you're ready for. One day you look in the mirror and see someone who looks like a stranger, an older woman with memories and regrets. That's when the truth hit me. Time doesn't announce when it's leaving. It slips away while you're busy planning something else. If I could talk to my 30-year-old self, I would beg her to slow down, sit longer at the table, listen without checking the clock, rest without guilt. Don't delay love. Don't postpone kindness. Don't wait to actually live. You don't lose your life in one moment. You lose it in small delays, in the calls you don't make, in the conversations you cut short, in the people you take for granted. I'm 90 years old. I have lived a full life, but I have also lived a life of running, of waiting, of being silent when I should have spoken. If my story feels true to you, if something in these words touched something in you, then do something different today. Don't be me at 90, looking back and wishing you had been brave at 30. You have time right now, not tomorrow, not next year, right now. Use it differently than I did. Use it like you mean it.